Actually get to play a game that's about bartending.
That's the first thing in your recording now.
But it's about Cyberpunk, and my impression of Cyberpunk is not that great from Red Strings Club.
We're being played on the same day, so this is gonna be fun.
Man.
What?
Alright. English. Enemy girl.
There we go.
Anemone.
You're an
See,
anime.
how do you say that? Rice bread. Rice bread? Rice bread? Yes, bread? Glitch City 2070X AD. We cannot make a decision on the year. A city that shouldn't exist, a tax haven where corporate...
What?
In this place, all human life has been affected with nanomachines to keep them in check. I can't read that fast. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful, blah, 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 blah. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place. Others just to give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass, which is actually very true. Seconds away from the main street. First 10 seconds into the game, and this is more truthful and more real than Red Strings Club.
I don't think it has anything to do with the actual game.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember any of this coming in play in the actual game. I think it's just trying to paint the bar as an oasis for people.
Seems kind of quiet. What's this?
You can watch the prologue again.
I had some Pringles. Does that count? Psst. Hey, over here. Boo! Hey, how's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game started and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. Thank you. Red Strings Club put me through pottery, even though it said bartender, and apparently pottery was in the description in the first sentence. And then told me after an hour of pottery, Android pottery making, that it wasn't a video game. This one actually says this is a game. Thank you. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend and the bar eventually closed. And I'll admit my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. What parcel? What parcel? There's so much stuff on the screen. Now there's nothing on the screen. Oh. It's just a dream. There's something near the door. How can you tell there's nothing? Your membership to Shining Fingered. Shining Fingered?
Oh my god, that sounds so wrong.
What?
That sounds so wrong.
Will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least 800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app.
This is your
Browse
house.
the augmented eye. Welcome, Jill. Boss and me.
You can mainly interact through your phone.
So who was that letter from? Nobody. Cat!
Cat. Yep,
Good.
that's your cat.
Gucci goo. Gucci Gucci. Slut! What? What?
Why do you have a shirt like that?
What the? What am I playing?
It's like I should know cute. Why do you have a shirt like that?
Something about slut.
You can unlock your phone. You mainly interact through your phone. Hold to unlock. There you go. Mainly all you have right now is save in the newspaper.
Are these yours?
I don't know, probably go to number 6 and start from there. Yeah, I can override those, whatever.
Mass immigration continues as Wonderlands are the newest threat. Cyborg in Heels returns next year.
You can click on those to get the full article if you're actually interested in any of them.
My real question is this cat augmented?
Probably not.
Then it's not a true Cyberpunk future universe to me.
You can go to work.
Music. Hey. Where's the top 10 list? Okay. How do you go to work? Oh. Tuesday, December 13th. Good evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Jill? Gil? Gillian? When you let me call you Jules? You're throwing a lot of names at me, game. Quiet. Don't tell me quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's boss? Dunno. She went out to buy some stuff and I hope it's not more shirts that say slut. Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself when she's back on the screen. Not to mention the fact that those 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, Neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I get this friend again. And there are all the beer cans around my apartment and... Jill! Sorry, did you say something? Did you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest. But bear with me for a second here, okay? I'll start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using a navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right. Desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center. Go. When done, press the mix button and then press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve it and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Yeah, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Oh, I have to turn that down. Then this should be no problem. Sigh. Gil wants either a sugar rush or a piano man. If I mess up the ingredients out of the drinks, press the reset button.
But it won't give you the tutorial, the other one doesn't, so you remember which one.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Sugar Rush is 2 aldehyde and 1 powder delta, with optional karma trine, all mixed.
Karma trine is something you can use to help get them drunk faster. If you choose to get people drunk.
Oh, okay.
You can just add as much of it as you want.
Okay, how do I...
Price tag of how much you're getting by selling that, so you're also trying to earn money. Remember that?
Price of ice?
The price of the item that you're giving them up here.
Oh, I have to remember that?
You don't have to remember it, it's just that you want to earn money, so it's something to factor in when you're choosing what to give them. You're not paying for the items or anything, but that's just the amount you earn. Selling higher priced drinks gets you more money.
Do I know when to stop shaking?
Good stuff. Oh, shit. Try it again. Sorry. It'll do a different animation whenever it's to stop. Something that's just for like a little stir. Nope, no, different animation. They said to do a different one. Yeah.
Like what?
It'll vibrate a lot. Like it's gonna go faster and then even faster. Wait a minute, it's hitting mix, not shaken, so just immediately mix it out. Reset.
I'm a bad bartender. But at least I don't have to go an hour into the game before I actually do this.
This is the tutorial. Mix. There you go.
Is there really drinks you don't mix that you pretend to mix?
Yes.
Here, happy now? Do you want my finger to poke you in the nose?
Well, no, it's how much you mix it. It's the difference between mixed or shaken.
Can I scratch his chin? Coochie coochie coo. Some drinks need to be blended. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. You can tell it's being blended when the shaker starts moving faster. You also need to check if the drink should be served on the rocks or aged. Check ice and aged buttons on the side to select the one you need. And in case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to toggle the ice tab. It should be noted that the station will add the ice after mixing. It's not something you should mind though, just a fun fact. Give me a moon blast and I'll leave you alone. Keep in mind what I said. Yeah. Moon blast? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Powder delta. 1. You have to do it? Because it doesn't say optional.
It says optional if it's like, if it is optional, you need to make sure it's still on the rocks. And blend it. There we go.
Man. Hey, I'm doing better. Oh yeah, before I forget, you can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Interesting. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional carmatrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional carmotrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Carmotrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am, yeah. Hey guys. Oh boy, hey? Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest, or bring her unconscious body in here. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. Oh my god. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, goddammit. The two of you. Believe in yourselves. No. Don't believe in me. Believe in you. They'll believe in me. No, I don't know. I forgot the quote. Do you think Chief knocked her out? No, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing out about it, or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, just not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? Well, you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what. We've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you know me for how long now? Do I look the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well. So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all of that by my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that? Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. That out of the way, let's play some music on a new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. Wonder what the logic behind that decision. I have to pick songs?
Yeah, you pick songs each day you work.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, you, get me a beer. Oh, sure, right on it. Wants a beer. He looks like quite the big guy, though. How do you make a beer? Don't worry, I'm...
This guy wants big beers.
Big beers? Why?
I don't know. That's what he wants.
One, two, three, four.
If you want to make it that way, you can just double the ingredients.
Oh. Yep. All of it?
Yep.
Oh my god. Doesn't say anything about all mixed. But does mixing mean the fast thing or the slow thing?
So. There you go.
Here you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Thanks, I guess. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey the 3rd. Huh? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wild card hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks. from all kinds of people. Clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. You can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it. My interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. Smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from a lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's true. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about, and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is that they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. What about? No, wait. I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a fruit critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then? Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. I have to make another beer?
Yeah, it's gonna just out of big beers every single time. He's an easy guy.
Here. It's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I start a kid? Right. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that? No, nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I said, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really. At least, not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks, people pretend to love, but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love, fall from grace. Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. Well, actually, envy goes both ways. It's either tearing a person down to your level, or it's you trying to get up to their level. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh, please. As a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. This sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that. See, this is why I don't like that Cyberpunk stuff. Because it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
It's going on and on because it's a bartender simulator.
I don't think bartenders talk this much.
You're gonna talk to everyone this much.
Most people just get their drink and they just like do something like watch sports or something. I don't think they just spend their entire time talking.
But everyone in this game does.
All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays a nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't be acknowledged in the first place. Please stop making me say sensationalize. You like your big words, eh, brat? Well, two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe, why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It'd be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff to do that. They do? You don't really think Lena Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan! Mr. Donovan! Did I say something wrong? Not at all, I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan! Mr. Donovan! Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title, it's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather, it's too general, but Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods no. But I want them to fear me. Not because I'm their boss or the name appearing in their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Like a dictator? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something. What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Oh, yes, yes. You know what? Third time's the charm. Give me a beer. Alright.
Huh? It's been acting like you weren't giving him big beers.
He wants beer. Giving him more beer. See? Got cat face. Gotta give him more beers.
I feel like you're not giving him big beers for some reason. If you were giving him big beers, what was it? I don't know it was big beer.
I failed?
I don't know what's going on. Oh wait, one more karma and trying. Oh, you can't do it?
Nope.
Yeah, those aren't big beers. What in the world's going on?
I don't know.
Weird. Something's going on.
Maybe I should age it.
No, I don't think that will make it a beer. Something's up. Oh well.
Oh well. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? You didn't call it a hellhole? There's some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Well, that's... I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? Still have to answer to unions, the government, and those kinds of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they find offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, "Hey, why don't you do what other newspapers does?" Recently they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks. I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, and it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks? I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. Wonder what happened with Savin, though. We never heard from him again. Jill! Yes? What the hell happened in the bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Shh, you wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I... Big gut punch. Fast. Alright. I'll just put everything in here. Here. Hmm? You can actually do it then. What about it? Bartender. That's what I do. That's what a bartender do. This crack house is the bar? It's not a crack house, ass. Hellhole. Crack house. Smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? The payment registry says... Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDowell. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me to a motel for a couple of hours? No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come out to our bar then? Somebody recommended me to this place and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all, and I'm starting to doubt her tastes. A regular? Can I ask who? Nope. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey Jill, where did you put the dish soap? Gil's run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. Saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax though, I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved class 5 weaponry, the other one a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca? Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. Started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please? There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cat face. Cat face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. It's fine, I guess. Hey lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked if you ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not gonna answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time, lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? 'Cause you look like you have a lot of experience. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really, I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you've been drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. Fringe weaver, coming right up. Nine, huh? Try not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? No, I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel there's this part of myself that's lacking something. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? It might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is? Bitches and alcohol. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, so I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies, at least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then, can't think of anything that might help. Wasn't expecting you to help me or to believe me. Hey? You could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. This smell is killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. Good. Whew. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. I actually enjoy this game, and this is actual bartending. This is actually really good. I like this one. I might play more of Red Strings Club. I gotta take a break from that one though. I don't like Red Strings Club at all. This one's actually really good. I do actually remember. I recommend this game. If you want to play an actual good Cyberpunk future bartender kind of simulator game, this is the game for you. Valhalla, not Red Strings Club. Just my recommendation. But if you did like the other version, the other game, or you like both of these games, should at least give it a try. As always, sometimes it's funner to play a game rather than just watching somebody else play it. So I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. I hope you have yourself a good day, and I want to thank you for watching. Bye bye.